Hi, and welcome to What's So Funny. This is the podcast where we interview comedians about what they do best and get to the secrets of comedy. Today, I have Grace Parisi, where we get into what comedy really is and what it means for both of us.
I don't know if you said your name, but
I'm Ryann Fox Christensen. Hi, Grace. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
So I brought you here because I know you are very funny. We do a lot of comedy together.
Thank you.
I'm very excited to have you here for my first episode because you have a podcast.
I do.
You've been doing it for almost 2 years now?
Yes, almost 2 years.
Yeah, tell us about that.
So I started a podcast in college. I went to Quinnipiac University in Connecticut, and we had a sketch comedy show where I had around 5 minutes to do my own thing, and we called it Gossip with Grace. It was kind of like Jimmy Fallon and his guests. That's how I always explain it to people. We would do a game with our hosts, and everyone loved it. So we knew we were gonna be graduating soon, and also we had to adhere to our school TV shows guidelines. So we were like, let's just do a podcast and call it Gossip with Grace Unfiltered.
Yeah.
And the whole point of it, I guess the whole root of it was so we could say fuck. That was the only reason. And so then we started doing it, and it branched out into we started with Quinnipiac students, and now we've had people from all over the place. We've had, I don't know if you know, her handle is TSwiftFan420 on TikTok, but she's the one who created the Bach trend on TikTok when Wicked was trending last year.
Oh, okay.
We had her. We've had people from Boston, actually someone else who lived right by me, and then our most recent guest was the ex-girlfriend of a Love Island cast member.
Got it. Okay. I was I know that there was a Love Island.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for a Love Island connection somewhere. So with your podcast, I'm kind of curious. Well, it's cool. It kind of came off of a sketch show. It's basically a spinoff. What kind of have you learned from that? Or is there big kind of comedy influences with that for you?
I learned if you have a podcast, you know how they always say to everyone oh, everyone just has a podcast these days? It's true. Yeah. And that's okay. Yeah. Because
great.
You you get to create your own niche. Or that's kind of how I took it. Where you can kind of just talk about whatever you feel most passionate about.
Yeah.
Even if it's just your opinions on things, because at the end of the day, you're the one putting all the work in to do it. No one's forcing you to do it. You're not forcing anyone to watch. Obviously, you want to be a famous, oh my God, I'm so sorry, a famous podcaster. That's the goal. But what I've taken, I guess, in the comedy realm is it's very, or not even very, it just is a social media based comedy thing. So you have to kind of tailor what you're doing and saying to what's gonna do well on Reels, what's gonna do well on TikTok, or wherever platform you're putting your stuff out, just for clips, and then for episodes, same thing. What's gonna grab people's attention that? You have 30 minutes that you're putting on the internet, an hour. What are the little sweet spots that will be successful for viewership? Right.
Yeah. With your history with sketch, I admire you so much because we met doing a separate sketch group, and then you told me that you just asked for a spot at the pit and then just got people together after that, which is not usually how it's done. But I love that dedication to just being no, I want to do a sketch show and I'll figure out the details later. How long have you been doing sketch?
I've been doing sketch 4 years now, 5 maybe around there. I always knew I wanted to do something in entertainment. I've always said I was not put on this planet to work at a desk.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not who I am. So I joined my college's sketch comedy show when I was a sophomore in college as a cast member. And I loved it. Like, I had so much fun. I loved everyone that was a part of it. And then the summer rolled around and I got an email from this TV station being like, oh, head writer applications are coming out. And I was like, I've only been in the show for like a semester, like as a cast member. Like, I don't know if they're going to like even consider it, whatever. And then it was like 10 minutes before the deadline. And I was like, you know what? Let me just do it. Like, who cares? Let me just submit it. Like, it's not the end of the world if I don't get it. And they called me and they were like, we want to offer you the position.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh, yeah, of course. And I was doing both. I wasn't really in much. And then we cut something, like a reoccurring segment we had. And all of the associate producers, executive producers, and myself, we all joined for a meeting to discuss what we should put in this time slot. And then someone just said, like, we should just put Grace on the stage for 5 minutes and have her talk. And that's how Gossip with Grace became a thing. And it was not good that year. Like, it was bad. But then I had help from Kate Turner, who's my producer for my podcast. She was the executive producer the next year. And without her and our other executive producer, Aaron, like, it wouldn't have been as good as it was. But I digress. Basically, I completed a lot of my sketch experience through that show. I completed maybe like 230 sketches, 250 around there.
Yeah.
Throughout college, I would have like 10 hours of writing a week. It was my favorite thing I've ever done, though, so I'm not even complaining. And then I continued with UCB classes and just other things here and there. And now the sketch show you and I are a part of. And then Duh, which is what you were getting at with our show that we've been having at the Pit.
Duh, we have an Instagram. You should go follow it.
Yes, Duh Sketch Comedy. That's it.
Yeah. What has been the difference from leaving college to kind of coming out into the New York scene for you?
This is my favorite question.
Yeah.
I always say this to everyone that I talk to, that if I ever bump into someone from school, I tell them my writing was shit compared to how it is now.
Yeah.
And being surrounded by people that also are specifically interested in this is such like a life-changing atmosphere, because everyone who's a part of my college show, they were incredible at what they did. But I was the only person, I think, probably, I don't even know if anyone else I can think of that even is an alumni or still there wants to do sketch comedy writing as their life's work.
Yeah.
They want to produce, they want to edit, they want to be behind the camera, they want to act. Like, writing is a very small, like, group of people. And most people end up doing something else because it is really difficult to break into the writing industry. So being like, this is what I want to do with my life, and I'm going to write, and I'm going to write for this show, versus everyone that's like, I love this show too, and I'm going to give all my effort, but this is not, like, I want to do something else for a job. So being in classes with people that are for specifically sketch writing, acting, improv, whatever it is, like, it's just so much easier and more fun to bounce ideas off of people.
And at the very least, it's great to feel like I'm being held accountable every week.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I need to write something. I can't just think about it forever.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you're producing, which is great, because I always find that if I'm just kind of sitting there watching someone and I'm like, I'm funnier than them, or like, or you're like, I'm more talented than them, and then I'm like, oh, but they like actually went out there and did something about it, which I think is sometimes that's all it is. And I really appreciate you as a producer, again, just going out there and saying, yeah, I'm gonna find a space in that, because a lot of it is just. I feel like there's a lot of text chains of people that go, want to do a show? Yeah. And then that's kind of it.
Yeah.
So, I would love to know more about you producing, or like what's kind of been the learning curve there.
Yeah.
If any, or maybe you were incredible at it right at the start.
My secret is I've never done this in my life.
Oh my God.
Ever.
What?
I am a strict writer and performer. That's why, again, I had Kate. She was like my mom at college for all of this but that is honestly where I learned a lot from. I can't even, like, I love Kate to death. I don't see her as much anymore because we're graduated, but I could never not credit anything I do that's successful on any scale without the help of Kate, even though she has no part in our show. Because when I joined our college show, I like didn't know what the hell was going on, honestly. Like, I wasn't crazy involved, but I was like, oh, I like this, and like I think I do want to write comedy. Like, I think that's what I want to do. And then it just turned into a big snowball of like, yeah, this was the correct move. For our show, a lot of things that I guess even just the basics, like that's where I got it from. And then as for like, I guess booking and like making sure we're getting sales, like that's kind of where like my, I don't want to say marketing expertise comes in, because like we don't really get a big crowd from posting. It's really word of mouth.
Yeah.
And so that's just the other big thing. And then also just I have so much trust in everyone that's a part of our show to like, I know everyone else cares as much as I do.
Yeah.
That's also the reason why I picked the people that I wanted to be a part of this. Yeah. I wanted people who I knew were passionate and had talent on top of it, but it didn't matter what level. Like, we have people like, I had extensive performance in college, but I've never been on a real stage before. And then we have people like you who are a head writer for a show and have other things, and you're a part of another sketch group and you live here and you've been in the scene. And then we have people who've just completed the 201 course at the UCB.
Yeah.
And it's their second time ever performing.
Yeah.
And I love that. I don't need it to be something that's like, we're SNL grade and we are gonna, like, we all, I think, are on a learning curve together. And it also is nice being able to lean on people like, again, Justin, who's in our sketch group, who's a 19-year-old that organized everything that I was having a hard time with.
Right.
So for producing, I would say it's definitely not as bad as if you were doing a filmed thing. Yeah. So like, and again, I literally couldn't do it without the help of like everyone in our group, and like even like some of my friends that come and video and take pictures, and like other people, and Sebastian, our tech guy, and like whatever. So I think the biggest piece of advice I would give to someone who wants to produce is go talk to people and make your connections. Yeah. Everyone that I had a connection to someone who knew our tech guy, and he's amazing. And then he opened for us, and then like that puts it, like, it all just falls into place. Yeah. So just keep good relationships with people. Everyone wants to help everyone most of the time. Mm-hmm. Not a lot, but
that's something that I think, because I started mostly just in acting, and in Los Angeles, which is a completely different beast than New York. And this, I'm not generalizations about everything, but what I saw in my small group was it ended up being it felt very competitive all the time, where I was just kind of thinking like, all I want to do is like act or be funny. Yeah. I don't know why I have to also kind of like talk this person down or like think that I need to be better than them. And so it is like finding that like really great group of people that it's like there isn't any competition. We're just very happy to be there with each other. And we all want to pursue comedy is great. And that's why I think the classes are great too, because everyone's just there to learn. It's not competitive in any way, you know?
I don't think, like, at the first ever UCB class I took, it was on Zoom. It was 101. And I was like, I don't know if this girl likes me. Like, I'm a little like, I feel like she doesn't like me. And I was like, fine, we're enemies. I've never talked about this before. We never spoke. And I was like, we're enemies. Yeah. I told my boyfriend about it. I was like, I think I made a class enemy. And he's like, okay. And then as the class went on, I was like, wait, like, oh, she's like, her writing's like funny. I can't even lie. Like, I like it. And then she would like say like stuff about my writing. Like, she'd like find it funny, give like suggestions. And then like by the end of the class, like we exchanged numbers. And now she's performing in our sketch group. It was Olivia.
Yeah.
So half the time, like me saying that is because half the time people are insecure. People just assume about everyone, especially in like this industry. Like I've been so wrong about people, I can't even lie. Like my radar has been so off. Even
because we're all making fart and piss jokes at the end of the day.
like we're all just talking about sex and diarrhea. Why don't we get a cup of coffee over it?
Exactly.
Like,
yeah. I think especially at this point, I feel I'm not the most seasoned person, but I do feel seasoned enough that it's like I'm going in there and I want to welcome other people into it.
Yeah.
Like, it's a cool place to be, and I'm always happy to like meet more people who want to do this dumb thing with us.
Exactly.
Too. I have some capsule questions that I'm asking everyone because I'm trying to come up with what the key to comedy is. And these questions will help me with it. So what is something that's really making you laugh right now?
That's a loaded question.
Yeah.
As you know.
Well, this is science, so.
Okay. I have an answer. I mean, like, I don't know if this is like a correct answer, but honestly, just like hanging out with like our sketch group. Like, I've been cracking up. Not even at rehearsal. Like, yes, I was. And at the show last night, I'm very disappointed in myself that I could not stop laughing. I was literally, I've never laughed on stage in my life. And I literally laughed at every single sketch that I was in.
Yeah.
So, no, but I mean, I was telling Ryann we were getting FOMO, or she was gonna get FOMO, and I said that to everyone because Ryann was busy too at work, so she couldn't make like the couple of hangouts that we did after rehearsal. And I was like, guys, Ryann is going to get FOMO because we were just like having such a fun time, and like all we were doing was literally getting like food and like hanging out for like 30 minutes and then dispersing. Yeah. But like we were just all playing off each other like with whatever we were talking about, and like it's just always a good time. Yeah. So
I had a director for one of my improv groups once say like the next step is to hang out outside of improv, because that's kind of where you get to know each other and like find out other things about each other, but then that's also like realizing your humor with each other, and which I think is so important. And I think now it's great to read someone's sketch now and hear them saying everything. Yes. Because you get to like just hang out outside of it. And then you also know how to kind of tailor your scripts to them too.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That is like another like really big point that like I would, if someone said like, I probably should have mentioned that with my producer learning stuff maybe. But I've always noticed like a humongous difference when you have like personal relationships with people versus when you don't. Yeah. No matter what like production I've been a part of, anything, it's just like if you, and that's also if you don't have a good relationship with someone, it ruins the show. Yeah. Honestly. So obviously we all get along in our group, but all of us being able to hang out and like even when we come to rehearsal and we just like talk for the first 30 minutes and waste time, like it's still better than not having a rehearsal. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone, like you could argue like, oh, we could have came 30 minutes later, but like, no, this is integral. Yeah. Wait.
Having integral. Yeah.
Did I say it right?
Yeah. I think so. Roll the tape.
Pretend I did.
Have a voiceover over you just going integral.
It's like you in post. You're like, it's me, Grace, integral. My mouth is just like not saying it.
What funny stuff did you grow up with? You talked about your parents.
Yes. My parents were very, very funny. I have two, I know everyone says this, but like I have like the funniest friends in the world.
Yeah.
Like I would come home from college. My best friends at college are hilarious, but I would come home from college, hang out with my friends, and be like, "Can't get this shit anywhere else. Like, you really can't." I don't know. I'm probably just biased, but I have a lot of funny friends. So I was always, and growing up, like I was always outgoing. Like I was never shy really. And then in 5th grade, we had this play. It was about time travelers, and I was casted as the Chinese philosopher Confucius. That was me. So we would rehearse whatever, and then we were putting it on for the school, and I like ran out onto the stage and like jumped and like was doing my part all big and crazy, like nothing like I like did before. And everyone was laughing because like I was also dressed up like him, which like I would never dress up like the Chinese philosopher Confucius now. It was a different time. And I was also
let's cancel
7.
8-year-old Grace.
Like I like, but I had like a mustache on. So everyone was like laughing because I was supposed to be a grown man. And then whatever I was doing was just like funny. Like however I was doing my part, and I was like, I like that. I like making people laugh. Like that was when I knew I like to entertain and tell stories to make people laugh.
Yeah.
As for comedy, I might be a poser. Yeah. Growing up, I was very into like sports and hanging out with my friends. I didn't know anything more to life. Like really. I had a great life growing up. And I played field hockey and lacrosse and went to school and sometimes went to work at the hibachi restaurant that I told you I used to work at. I would sometimes show up.
Yeah.
Again, I was always funny. I was voted class clown all throughout high school. And I would watch TV, like, but I was not going to like comedy shows or like into like I was always an empty like desire. I know someone who works at Raymond James, if you know what that is. It's like a business situation.
Oh, a business situation.
Yes, like money, like finance.
Got it.
So I am not well versed in that, but he's very successful. He went to school with my parents, and he would take my sister and I around New York City, and we would tour all these firms to get a feel of like what we wanted to do when we grow up. He's talking to us, and we're talking to this lawyer at a law firm, and she's like, "What's your guys' dream jobs?" And I'm like, "A comedian."
You knew from then?
No. Like, I was like, it would be great to like go up and tell. I had no idea like any of the like working parts that go into it, how fucking hard that is.
Yeah.
That like all of it.
Why would you?
Yeah. I was 14. Yeah. And like I was just like, oh yeah, it would be cool to be a comedian. And the guy who took us was like, oh my God, that is incredible. And he got me and my dad tickets to SNL.
Wow.
And maybe like a year or two after this, he was like, hey, I know someone, and I got tickets for you and your dad to go see SNL in the city. And again, I still had no like if that was now, I'd be like, holy fucking shit. Like when it happened, I was like, oh wow, thank you so much. Like I didn't.
You're like, this is how it works.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, whatever. Like I could have fucking went online and got them, but like as if whatever.
I could have emailed Lauren personally.
I'm like, what if I just knocked on the door and asked for 2 tickets? Yeah. Like I could have just done that. So then whatever, we go to the show, and it was Claire Foy hosting, and Anderson .Paak was the musical guest. This was, I believe, end of 2018. Maybe end of 2019. No, 2018. Not that it matters, but whatever. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, this is cool. Like, this is really cool. You don't, like, have you ever been to studio? Like, so it's like 3 different, like, things in there. So you're sitting in the audience, and like where they do like the host monologue, like that's front and center, but then there's other sets to the sides where they'll do sketches. I went to the one that was it wasn't on air.
Oh, the dress rehearsal?
Yeah, so
Got
they
it.
had other sketches in the show that got cut, but I still got to see them, and the whole thing was just very cool.
Yeah.
And like Kendrick Lamar came out and rapped during like the musical
Wow.
performance, and like I was the only one freaking out because everyone else was like 40 plus and didn't know who that was.
Yeah.
But it was awesome, and I was like, okay, I really liked that. Like, I'll start watching SNL, and then they made it money on Hulu, and then I stopped paying attention because I was so busy, and I just got back into it last year.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot, but like that, I would say that's probably like the only true like comedy show I've watched. Again, I've watched TV. I love sitcoms, love Friends. That's my favorite show of all time. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I was not well versed up until like I was in it doing it, and then I was like, this is great.
That's something that really gave me the comedy bug, that I felt like I needed to do this, that's kind of why I wanted to do this podcast, is going behind the scenes. 'Cause I've seen, I haven't been there, but I've watched like every behind the scenes video that they have. 'Cause I think just like seeing how it's done is so fascinating. Like,
Exactly.
I want people to explain the joke to me and like the detail
Where they
of,
got to, how they got there.
yeah, and I think that's so fun to talk about, or just see how they do it. And obviously there it's like a machine also with like the costumes, the sets, the makeup, everything, obviously. But yeah, I think it's just that I feel like that was a big turning point for me of going from I like comedy to I want to do this, when I found the behind the scenes stuff just as fascinating as watching it, even more so, I'd say.
That was another thing too with my college show, like on a much smaller scale. Like I was costume and props.
Yeah.
Because I would write everything. So I'd be like, okay, I'll buy this and put it in it, like whatever. But there's a lot of working parts. Like people don't realize, even like down to like, there's someone there who, obviously we know people are holding up cue cards. There's people who tend to the host. There's people who put the graphics up on the screens during Weekend Update and whatever else, or like if there's a photo reference or like any CGI, like the audience doesn't see that, but the people at, like, that's what's cool about going in person.
Yeah.
If there's a, like, you don't see what the people at home see. There's screens, but like you get to see, you're witnessing live behind the scenes of what's going on. I got to tour the when they had the SNL 50 tour last year.
Oh, okay.
I got to go.
Cool.
I got a spot like in the lottery, whatever. And they had like, it was like an immersive thing, but they showed us like all the wigs. Like I got to see the Domingo wig and like all the props from like Lonely Island and like all of that stuff. And it's like, this is just, there is 50 years worth of stuff going on, and not much has really changed. Like, obviously, like technologically, yes, and like with streaming now and like new trends and social media and like yes, but like their core remains the same.
Yeah.
And how they operate. And it's really cool. That's why
I also just had the thought while you were saying that of, I feel like as comedians, once you acquire a weird prop, you feel like you can never throw it away because you're like, I might need this again.
Oh my God. Yep. Comedians are part-time hoarders.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a bunch of props that I never used, but I'm still holding on to because I'm like, I might need this handful of mice someday.
You're like, I have 1 grain of salt.
Yeah.
And compost and hair dye. And I can't get this ever again. Like and like the thing is, like, you will throw it out and then you're gonna need it.
And then you'll need it.
You're gonna need it. That's what always happens at every time at school. I would throw something out. I'm like, we could have fucking used it.
Yeah.
So I will now be turning my childhood bedroom into a prop closet because I don't have the space at my apartment.
Yeah.
and I'm going to need it.
Yeah.
I know I'll need something.
A constant thought I have almost every day is, I'm going to need to start a wig box. Where am I going to put this? Almost
My
every
collections,
day.
I started a collection officially because I have your Annie wig from our first show.
Yeah. Oh, I loved that Annie wig. That wig really did something to me.
It was a good wig.
Yeah.
It was. It was like not even that expensive. I'm like happy with the results.
Yeah.
And then the wig from yesterday when John, one of our performers, John, played Slutty Me for his Halloween costume. So I got a long black wig. I have my hair in like a Miss Trenchbull bun right now, if you can't tell. Because it was raining. Anyways, I support the horde for comedians. I do.
Yeah. That is another part of being a comedian, is having to be an editor, a costumer, a makeup artist, all of these other things that you have to just kind of acquire skills for.
Yeah.
Which YouTube has been a real help with a lot of that stuff, because in the last year I've had to learn how to edit stuff. I've never touched editing software before.
I hate Adobe. I fucking hate it. Like
I admire anyone who can do Photoshop. I'm like, you're gonna be my friend for life.
Kate's an editor. That's what she wants to do. She is so good at editing. Like, I would talk to her. I would write something and be like, I want a clown riding on a unicorn that's also changing colors and shitting out pickles. And they're also doing this and this, and I want it to like do like a jump stop motion thing, and she'll just understand. Wow. She's like, yeah, 20 minutes, here you go.
Wow.
And I'll be like, and I want it in this style. Like, she's
even better than AI.
Oh my God, AI should be fucking scared of her. I'm not even kidding. She is literally like, I will never find someone better than editing than her.
Yeah.
Like, she's the best of the best in my head, always. So
yeah,
I give her so much props. And I feel so bad because sometimes she would send me stuff and I'd be like, can you just tweak that little tiny thing?
Yeah.
And then I'll like do it and send it to someone and they'll be like, wait, can you tweak this? And I'm like, oh my God, I just did this for 2 hours.
That's another great reason why I wanted to learn how to edit, because I didn't want to be that person who asked someone to change something in editing that I wouldn't know if it would take like 5 hours or 2 minutes, you know? So being able to have any sort of just literacy there, I think I feel like has helped a lot in what I can ask people to do also.
Like, it's not my strong. I mean, Kate always say that too. Everyone has their thing.
Yeah.
Like, just because like you're not good at editing, like you're fantastic at writing. You have a degree in theater. That's what you're good at. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, it is really great to have like multiple skill sets like when it comes to like this industry, but like there's nothing wrong with tunnel visioning on something else. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. But like it puts you in a box.
Yeah.
Like I've learned that. Sometimes I do go back and forth and I'm like, should I have paid attention and learned how to operate a camera? I literally don't know how to use a camera.
Yeah.
Like, not my problem. But like, I can't edit a clown on a unicorn shitting pickles out. So
yeah,
everyone has their strong suits.
Everyone has their unicorn shitting pickles out.
They do. Yeah. They do. I could write about one.
Yeah. All right. The final and most important question. Okay. What is the secret to comedy?
I don't know if this is contro, but I have to think for a moment, for a brief moment. I think the secret to comedy, there's a couple, I would say. I would say there's maybe like 2 to 3.
Okay.
And 2 might contradict each other.
Great.
The first one is adapting and knowing your audience. If you're going to perform in front of college kids, let's say, know your audience. If if you're going in front of 50-year-olds, know your audience, know what they like.
Yeah.
And this is where I'm going to now sound contradictory, but
Please.
stay true to your core values. Everyone has their own core values when it comes to comedy and their style, but be open. Don't, like you said this the other day to me. I was writing for our past show and you said you put yourself in a lot of boxes that you couldn't get out of. Be open to having people help you step out of those boxes and sit with your ideas and don't make cheap jokes just to get the laugh. Like the payoff is none.
Yeah.
If you get the laugh, great, but it's not worth anything.
Yeah.
If you write like this is my number one example, Joe Biden's old as a joke. Mm-hmm. That's now become something that in my brain I'm like, okay, haha, yeah, like, okay, he's old. And it's nothing political. It's just like, you could do better. Yeah. You could say, like, I told you about that meme that I saw. Like, it was like, oh, Joe Biden on Hot Ones, but it's just 6 grapes. Thank you. That's what I mean. Like, you understand him as a person. Everyone knows he's old and, like, not really, like, coherent, honestly. But, like, that's what I mean. Like, that's a funny, creative joke. Yeah. You can still take these things, but put your own spin on it and have other people help you get out of that box. Like, oh, I want to make jokes. It could be about anything, but just for the sake of this argument, I want to make jokes about Joe Biden being old. What can I do that hasn't been done before? Mm-hmm. That's the hardest thing, though. Yeah. Everything's been done. But my last secret to comedy, I might have just combined them to have it be don't do cheap jokes. Yeah. Like, ever. It's offensive. Yeah. Honestly, I find it offensive to other people. Oh, and don't be fucking offensive. That's another form of a cheap joke. And we've talked about this. Like, you don't need to make hateful jokes. Because sometimes, like, making fun of people, you can make fun of people tastefully. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but know what you're doing and make sure it's okay before you do it. Yeah. And then you should be good. But I would say if you're unsure about things, just don't even attempt. Yeah. To potentially have your cheap joke. Like, you just would rather come up with something else.
Being educated about something.
Yeah. Be educated. Yeah. That's another big key to comedy is be educated. Know your people. Know what you're talking about. Like, have you ever seen the episode of Friends when Joey's like getting the encyclopedia and he's complaining about how he doesn't like understand words that everyone says, so he just nods along? Don't be Joey. Like, I've been the Joey in situations. It's not fun. I feel like an idiot. Like, because I'm like, wow, I want to do this, and I've never heard of this person that everyone's talking about. Like, why don't? Yeah. And that used to happen to me a lot. And then I started doing my homework. Yeah. That also helps you solidify your style and core. Yeah. It's just all, I guess, in one word or multiple, in one sentence.
In one very long, spaced out word.
Comedy is a rotation. And that might be the secret. But I'm also 22 years old and I have a lot to learn. So I don't have any solidified secrets yet. But do your homework, solidify your style, know your audience, adapt, do more homework. Like, everything, there's a chain reaction to everything. Yeah. So just I'm coming up with so many. Yeah.
I think that also goes back to what we were talking about earlier with finding your group. Yeah. And when you reach out and find more people to talk to, those are more experiences that you can come to, and then bring all of your humor together to kind of create something and then learn from there too.
All in all, the secret to comedy is having passion. Yeah. Any entertainment based thing, if you could be so good at it, You could be so good at writing. You could be so good at acting. You could have the talent to sing, dance, anything. But if you don't love it with all your heart, it's not going to be good. The product will not come out the way it should. Mm-hmm. That's just what it is. That might be my final answer.
Yeah.
The secret to comedy is a passion for comedy.
Wow.
I'm 22.
I know everything. Thank you so much for coming, Grace.
God, thank you for having me. I had so much fun.
Good. I'm really happy that you got to be my first person here.
I know. I'm honored. I had such a good time.
Thank you. And thank you so much for teaching me the secret to comedy as well. I'm really glad that we got to the bottom of it in the first episode.
Exactly. Okay, that's it.
Done.
Pilot and final.
Yeah.
Finale.
Done. Could Friends do that? No.
No.
They had to take 11 years.
SNL's on their 51st.
I know. Oh.
We had one.
Losers.
One. It took us one.